Again.
So, hello, friends, again. We continue with Alexandra in this Wednesday.
You were in stillness. That's
Yeah, it
what
was very
happened.
still. So, Sam and Alexandra were evoking the stillness of Alexandra's aura, and my computer decided, or my Zoom, that I needed some stillness. I'm being frozen summer in this summer day. So yeah, this video will be, as Alexandra it is, very unique because we will have two parts in one Wednesday. And I think it's a beautiful reflection. And we were about to move to another area, no? So we have been talking about what has been your path, what brought you here, the here and now, and your presence here. And now, Alexandra, also, I think, or for all these things we are being, and what you would like to leave behind yourself, no, what legacy. So, if you think about your legacy, in not with as a professional, as a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother, what are the things or the ways you're living today, which has been already very rich in sharing this stillness, this presence, this savoring life, this relationality that you have brought into life? What else could you think about that it's moving in this direction of what you would envision as a legacy?
Well, you build a legacy every day. It's not a thing I put in a box, and so I'm building every day a bit of legacy. I aspire to be remembered by my children and my grandchildren, and maybe the grandchildren, by stories and family. So it's not I want to be popular and be remembered in the next 200, 300 years, because I think the life will change very, very, very much. And it's not about that. The legacy, when my granddaughter was born, I told you, Gabby, I had a very biological feeling about I completed my task, my purpose of life, that was giving life. So like a little strawberry plant, they have this strings and make another. And this other plant is also able to give life. So it was, and I get goosebumps. And I already told it, in my granddaughter is 4 years. So that's my truth. When I get goosebumps and they start here and go down and down and down, that's my truth. Yeah, that's my very essential truth. Like I came here to the world to give birth, to hold a family. We've been yesterday here with my ex-husband and my sister that is here touristing. And so I'm like a keeper, a family keeper, and family is very important for me. So somehow I managed to do that, and then share my pleasures. I wanted to say no, my passions. That's the right word.
But I like the pleasure one.
Also,
Pleasures and passions, both
yes,
are
exactly.
welcome here.
I also share my pleasures. The pleasure of life, the pleasure of being together, the pleasure of what I experience. And if you want, I can share that with you. And one of the pleasures is also in sexuality, because for me, it's interesting. I told to my Tai Chi teacher once that Tai Chi is better than sex because you can have it in public. That was my sentence. And what is the pleasure in that is the presence and the stillness and the connecting everything. And it was what I will tell you this little thing, just to know what is possible when we are aligned. Yeah. Is that suddenly, and in this Tai Chi class, I felt like, no, 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 you're not feeling this. no, 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 no. And my body was, and I was about to come. And then I left, went to toilet and put cold water because I thought I didn't know what was going to happen with me in a class of 20 people, you know. I said, no. I was overwhelmed by this orgasm. I stopped, you know. And I told it to a friend of mine, she was a psychologist, and she said, you don't tell anybody this. You are not going to tell because they are putting you in the manicomio, I say, where the crazy people are, you know. And I thought she was a very clever person and say, okay, then don't tell that. And I had this experience more and more about my body wanting to orgasm without anything, out of the blue, out of nothing. And I didn't tell that a long time to anybody. And maybe I shared it with my former husband, and he said, you know, he like, okay, she sometimes tells crazy things, and it was not a good field to put this information. And then there was a class with my Tai Chi teacher. He was experiencing like Tai Chi Tantra because he saw that with Tai Chi, it's very difficult to have a living. And the people that make courses in Tantra have waiting lists, you know. So I started, and he was a very interesting person because he was exploring. And at a certain moment, I told this experience to somebody to the group. It was a selected group that was doing this experience of different exercises. He was combining like presence, like looking, like breathing, and one is observing, the other is breathing, whatever. The experience I had. And 2 weeks later, when we met again, there was a woman, that was the last person I would have ever expected to have the same experience. She was a person, I don't know what the issue she had, but it was you know, it
Very
was
close.
crampy, close, shy, thin, little, you know, nothing about what you said, exuberant life, nothing. And she had experience. And she had it twice in a metro from one station to the other. It was twice the same station. I don't know if it was rattling a lot or not. And then I thought, wow, she had that because she got the information. She got the information, it's possible. It's like some years ago, there was a maximum of the time, the quickest way a human can run. And then suddenly there was an African runner. It's when the first people from Africa came to international competitions. And he didn't know that there was a limit of how you can run. And suddenly he was quicker.
Faster.
Faster, yeah, thank you. He was faster. And shortly after that, the white people started to be faster too. So we have a lot of inhibitions because we have some information that limit us. This happens in sexuality a lot. And female sexuality, both men and female, have been tabooed and criticized, and the one have to perform, the other doesn't have to feel well and good and fine. This is changing, but this is changing because of information. So my purpose in the future, this was the question, right? My legacy is to be a little bit louder because I've been keeping this for me. You know, I was raised with this information, behave, be in the patterns of a nice, good girl, and then a nice, good woman, and elegant. Elegant means not to talk too much, not of certain themes, not of religion, not of sexuality, and not of politics. In the themes, you can have friction. So, and this is still in me. But I notice I have to go out, not for me, yes, for me, myself too, but also to share. Maybe it helps somebody to have a new experience. I had the experience with this Tai Chi people. Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I have a project with a young sexologist, Argentinian sexologist. You know her, Gabi. And this is Mel Holman. She is working on some project now, so I'm waiting. But I want to do some. I don't want to talk too much because we are seeding now.
Yeah.
We are preparing the fertile soil to put something that can be something in relation to sexuality, but not only intellectual, but like more playful, easy. She is also an educator, so we both have an interest of educating, but in a playful way. So
Mm.
I hope in, I don't know, 1-2 years, we have something we can offer. And this would be a legacy that I can really, or somebody can grab, you know? Not only I had a crazy grandmother.
I think your granddaughter is very lucky to have a crazy
Yeah,
grandmother.
I don't think your granddaughter will think she
No, I
has
don't think she's
she's a
going to say
grandmother.
that at all.
She has a very alive, joyful grandmother.
Curious, very curious.
One legacy I wish from you to have is that you finally, you know what that you not only write your stories, but you record it because you are a wonderful storyteller.
Mm,
We deserve, besides I think it's this erotic experience of life. I also wrote about it because it's breaking the idea that being sensuous and having a sensuous experience is only related to sex. You can have like in being an orgasmic state. It can be like a very elevated spiritual state for me,
yeah.
at least. I mean, I have sometimes I go out and walk and I become in a very, very state that is quite near to what I have experienced in relationship with another person in sex, and that's why in many of the traditions, sexuality and encounter with each other is a path of spiritual development in inner alchemy for Chinese inner arts, internal energy arts. It's when you are not that advanced, you get the aid of another person. When you have when you have started since when you were a kid, you can do it alone, like what you said, this stimulation. So yeah, so I'm thankful for your legacy, and I'm looking forward to have your stories recorded. And thank you, thank you very much for being.
I mean, I'd love the way that you were just so open and sharing as well about your experiences when as a Tai Chi teacher and how that opened the door, literally has opened the door to somebody else. And unless you had shared that, they wouldn't have kind of identified that this was something that was could be a reality for them as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah,
You know?
it's nice. It was a safe space, you know. It's like
Yeah.
it was a group, an experience group, and so what I'm doing, I expanding my feeling of safeness, and this is my path. You know, other people are 21 and are writing about sexuality, are writing about their experience. They come from another space, and my space was very holding back, very saying no, very tight. So I needed my time and my path to do. And now for me, not for everybody, but for me, being the age I am gives me a lot of allowance
Yeah.
because and you know, if you are young and you're maybe good looking, or you are in the pattern of what it seems to be good looking, and you talk about sexuality, you have problems. And coming from a Latino background, I know how they think, and I didn't want to expose myself and my family to it. Yeah. I was like, I have this going forward, and this, okay, stay back, you know, don't say anything because you are children who are going to apply, so don't appear in the internet, because maybe the companies that want to employ them are searching, and your name comes with the name of one of your kids, and da, 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 da. And so I was holding back because of what I thought was good for them. So protecting them, protecting myself. But oh, maybe I go forward.
Yeah, and supporting people to live with that curious mindset that there is a different possibility, there is a different way. I mean, I come from my background is Catholic.
Yes.
I'm no longer a practicing Catholic, but there's that huge. I know that there, not this isn't for everybody, but there is a kind of Catholic guilt that happens, and there's those inhibitions that happen around the body, and so that that's something that I've kind of worked through and working through in my life, and I think that's a good experience for many people.
Yes, from the Catholic point of view, you are guilty because you were born between two legs, So
Yes.
you are guilty from the beginning. You have to do with sexuality from the beginning. There is no person that had no contact with sex because there was sex needed to give them birth. Now maybe there has to be a shell in between this in vitro stuff. I don't know, but yes, we all have to do, and it's a huge, heavy. You would say legacy, no story behind that, and we can live with that, or we can try to to give escamas, what the fishes have, to one and the other, or like this onion peels.
Like a scale on an onion
scale,
skin.
exactly.
Yes, you need to let go. Yeah.
So
thank you.
Yes, I'm
Gabby,
doing.
is there anything you want to ask or share before?
Can I add one more, like wrapping up myself? Is if you say where are you going to? No, it's like I'm trying to relocate my north. Yeah, as a not redirect.
So looking for true north.
And to yes, a north. In the I don't know geographic not, but energetically the earth is shifting. So okay, let's do what earth do, because it's time. I was born in this time. Well, I decided to be born in this time. So, and I get goosebumps, so I'm talking my truth or at truth, and redirect it, go to something that is more my truth. And for that, I have like dissolve my idea of who I am.
And the limitations that
My
maybe
limitations or all the
past experiences.
Yes, exactly. So my self-image, to drop my self-image, because it's difficult to go another north with the self I've been building till now.
I'm going to just share something that's just kind of jumped into my head, and it's for me, not necessarily for you, but for me, when you said north, find your north. So there's a kind of like find your true north.
Yeah.
And in the word true, I think we find the word truth. So there's something around true and truth being like those words together. So this is where I need to be going. This is right for me. This is what's come from my heart, my head, my gut. All of me is going this way. Yeah. Gabby.
I'm enjoying very much. I think, I mean, the about the north and the true north is for me something that is dynamic, no? As you share, Alexandra, is there's energetics, and nowadays there's a lot of happening and changing and shifting energetically, but it's this embodied experience, and it's this beautiful relation between heaven and earth, no? And what you have been sharing for me evokes that, no? This relation and love story between heaven and earth, in the meaning that we could see not that the spirit or the soul or this chi or this aliveness comes from the stars, and have a vessel, a beautiful vessel that is our body, that allow us to feel the wind and the sunshine and the heat and the cold. And what you have been sharing is this relationality, and with your wisdom that you have gathered through the years, it's coming into a very they are speaking to each other, and that's why you have so beautiful orgasms and so sensuality and all the experience, because it's distillated from this not a superficial relationship, but a very profound relationship found in silence, but also aliveness. So that's what I'm taking, or not taking, I'm enjoying and savoring in these conversations. So thank you very much.
Yes.
Alexandra, where can people find you if they want to connect with you?
Well, as you listened before, I was like very holding back, and I'm still doing that. I have Instagram account. You can find me there. Or if you want to ask something, just write an email to me. So I don't know if you want to blend
I
it.
will
What
share
we'll
it.
do,
Yeah.
we'll put them
I
in
can
the
tell you
notes
because
below. Yeah.
I can spell it, but maybe you
No,
can.
we'll do it after.
It's
It will be in the when people read the description of the video, then you will find it there.
Great.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Oh.
So it only remains for us to say thank you, and we really hope people are enjoying this episode. There's so many takeaways, things to consider, ways that we live our lives, maybe for even just spending a bit of time just thinking about our individual life journeys and what experiences have shaped us to now, and be just a few minutes of just being with that, and being still, and being calm, and being in a place where we can just accept all of that, listening to you before we start to move on. Before we start, because this is, in a way, your journey is you've been trying to find your north from the moment you were born. And you're just recalibrating again as you've picked up and learned new things. So it's been lovely and so wonderful having you here and having your stillness and calmness and wisdom with us. We hope everybody's really enjoyed this. We're going to say goodbye. You want to say goodbye, everybody? You said you could. I don't want to like shut your voices down.
Well, thank you very much, Sam. Nice to meet you here in this space. It was very, very, very interesting, and I also learned a lot about me and through your questions. So I want to thank you very much to give me the opportunity to share. And Gabi, thank you for the invitation. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you. If you like, everybody watching, if you like it, please let us know and share it and spread the word. So see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.